My concern is that our democracy is in a deep crisis. Normally, we are used to having a democracy where voters decided the government. But today, we have reached a stage where the government is deciding the voters in the name of SIR, in the name of cleaning up the electoral roll. See, nobody can object to the objective of cleaning the electoral roll. If you want to remove the dead people, if you want to remove duplicate voters, if you want to remove those people who are not staying, who moved, well, there's absolutely no problem. But then, what we find now, especially after Bihar experiment, is that you have people who are alive are shown as dead. People who have not moved are shown as moved. People who have moved are not removed. And you have more than 20, 30, 40, 80, 100 voters in one address. And there are voters whose names are gibberish, whose father's names and husband's names are gibberish, which means that the electoral voter list revision is not done in order to clean up the voters list, but it is done in order to remove those people who are not likely to be in favor of the current dispensation. So I feel that they are now working on a basis on which the government selects the voters, decides on the voters, rather than voters deciding and electing a government.
सर आपने भाषण में एक बात बोली कि जो मन की बात जो प्रोग्राम है उनमें जो बातें कही जाती
No, no, no. What I said, look, I want an interactive session, not like a one-way traffic. It's not only my Man Ki Baat, but I wanted your Man Ki Baat also.
So one more question is there. As you are in the political economy, so my question is, what is your opinion regarding the dropping value of Indian currency?
You see, that's a cause for deep concern. And when the dollar breached 60 rupees some time ago, everybody started saying, a lot of celebrities, especially the then opposition party, the Bharatiya Janata Party, said that a weak Prime Minister is the reason for a weak rupee. Now today they have to answer. If at 60 rupees they saw rupee as a weak currency, what do you call a rupee which is at 90 rupees? And if the rupee at 90 rupees a dollar is weak currency, then is the Prime Minister weak? They have to answer that.
And what about the tariff Donald Trump imposing on India?
Yeah, which means, see, we were not able to successfully negotiate a trade deal with the American government. In spite of a huge bonhomie that Trump is a friend of our country, Trump is a friend of our administration, our government, our Prime Minister, and our Prime Minister openly declaring that, he's expecting a lot of favor from Trump. That has not materialized, which means somewhere I think the government will have to introspect. Where did it go wrong? Why did it go wrong? And why our efforts to have a favorable deal with the United States in terms of tariffs has not been successful. Especially after what happened in Bihar, about SIR. Although it is SR here, I think the civil society here has to be extremely vigilant. They have to see that those voter lists are transparently revised. Not some people sitting somewhere and revising them so that the government retains only those who are likely to vote for them, the ruling party influencing the election commission to see that only those who are in favor of them are retained and those who are not likely to vote for them are removed. I think that is very, very important now in the Northeast.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, one photo, please.